Hey guys, it's Loida. I'm here with Brian. We're going to make this quick video on a question that we get frequently asked, and that is about pretty much transitioning into real estate, what you need in order to go into real estate, classes, money in reserved, whether it's part-time or full-time. So that's what we're going to be addressing in this video. So the first thing that I'm going to ask Brian that he's going to share with you a little bit more about is transitioning from part-time into full-time from just a regular job.
Okay. You know, we get that question a lot, especially me. And one thing that I recommend everybody does is go in full time. You know, a lot of people have family, they have kids, and I understand it's difficult. However, for you to really break into this industry fast and have success, you have to go all out. Okay. Now, if that's not an option, you have 5 kids, you have bills, whatever, etc., you can do it part time. However, you need to realize that when you do it part time, you cannot get distracted, one, and number two, you're gonna have to put in a ridiculous amount of work. If you're working 8 hours somewhere else or whatever it is, you have to be able to put in work when you're not working. So if you're working 8 hours a day from 8 to 4, 8 to 5, and then you have to do real estate, you need to best believe that from 4:30 or whenever you get off, or 5 until 10, that you're putting in work. And it's gonna require a tremendous amount of sacrifice, and you need to really look at yourself in the mirror and say, can I do this? Because to work 14, 16-hour days, it's not for everybody. Very few people can honestly do that. It takes a tremendous amount of courage, determination, discipline, and focus. I did it when I started, however, I went full-time. I put all my eggs in one basket. It was necessary for success, okay? So you can do it part-time, however, it's gonna require a tremendous amount of sacrifice, even more so than full-time, I believe, because you still have responsibilities elsewhere. So if I was to recommend one, it would be full-time, but if it's part-time, be ready to grind. Hey, the payoff is amazing, it will be good, but it takes a certain kind of person to do it, absolutely.
Awesome. Now the next question addresses the concern of, okay, whether I go for full-time or part-time, how much money should I have saved up? Because I know I'm probably not going to get my first deal in the first couple months.
Right.
So how much should I have saved up, and when can I expect to get my first deal?
Okay, 2 separate questions there. As far as having money saved up, everybody says the staple should be 6 months. I agree that you should have money saved up. However, it's a fine line. You know, if you put yourself in a position where you have to succeed no matter what, you activate that desire and that just need to do it. And I had that, absolutely, because I had no plan B. It was make it or make it. That's it. There was no second option, no option B, no plan B, whatever. And I tell people, whenever you can make a plan A and have no plan B, you will succeed, period. The question is, do you believe in yourself, and do you have the determination to move forward thinking and knowing that you will succeed? So I would have money in reserves. If possible, I would say have at least 6 months, because you never know. The second question, when can I start my first deal? You can close a deal right away. I closed a deal the day I got my license because my buddy wanted to buy a house. Shout out to him, and he used me to represent him on the sale of the home. I had to put it under someone else's license. The day my license came in, we closed. So it really depends. It can depend on what market you're in, how hard you work. There's a lot of factors that I can't control there. If you work hard, I guarantee you can close the deal within 1 to 2 months. You can get your first deal within 30 days and close it 30 days later. I 100% put my life on it. It's gonna depend on your amount of dedication, hard work, and all those other factors that no one else will know if you're doing them or not. When I started, I was role-playing 2 hours a day. Are you gonna do it? I don't know. If you do it, you're gonna succeed. If not, you probably won't. That's just one example of going above and beyond, is the 2 hours of role play. It also fits into other categories. For the sake of the video, I'm not gonna continue, but keep in mind, you can close deals right away. I did, for sure.
Yeah, and along with what Brian just said, I also recently made a video for you guys on how you can market yourself as a new agent, especially if you don't have a track record. So I'm going to be putting the link below so you guys can go ahead and click on that. I'm sure it will help you at least get an idea of what it is that you can do, who you can reach out to that can perhaps help you get those first deals in the beginning when you start. And the last question that I want to answer that I get a lot of times from many of you guys is that you're thinking about going into real estate, but you're not really sure about what the process is. So from my experience and being in California, you first have to take 3 certification courses, pass them, and then once you have those courses, you apply with the state of California, the Bureau of Real Estate. Submit copies of those certification courses along with fingerprints, a background check, copies of your social security, I'm not sure exactly what it is, but pretty much those important pieces of documents.
Right.
And once they process that, then they will send you a letter to schedule your real estate exam. After you pass your real estate exam, you'll know right then and there if you pass. If you don't pass, they'll give you a score. I believe you need 70%. 70% in California to pass. If you get less than that, you'll have to take it again. If you do pass, you won't know what number you get. It'll just say congratulations. Then that's pretty much all you need in order to get to work. From that, it'll take maybe about a month until you get your license number, assuming that you have submitted every piece of paperwork that they have asked for.
Right. Any fee you have to pay it up front. Because the more you rely on someone else to push your paperwork and get the process done for you, the longer it's going to take. Believe me, I went through it. I paid everything up front. There was, quote, errors on their side in Sacramento, and it took me an extra 3-4 months to get my license when I should have gotten it way sooner.
Yeah, so if there's one piece of advice that we can give you is don't wait until last minute to submit any type of paperwork.
Absolutely.
Especially with the Department of Real Estate. For some reason, I don't know what it is, things get lost, they don't process your payments or your paperwork. So you just want to be ahead of the game. That way when you pass your state exam, everything's ready to go. I did that and I took my exam, I passed it, and a week later I had my license number. And that's how I was able to get started. So hopefully Brian and I have answered a lot of the questions that you guys have had in regards to transitioning into real estate and just getting into real estate in general. If you have any other questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section below. Like I said, I'll also be providing you guys with a link of how you can market yourself, especially if you're a brand new agent, and I'm sure that's going to help you. Go ahead and like, comment, share, subscribe, and we'll see you guys on the next one.